All right, so I've got this skillet here. Now it calls this a frying pan, all-purpose frying pan, deep pan. In other words, this is a wok that can be used as a pan. It looks nice. It's wide, but it's got a flat bottom. So this is made Korean King Diamond X Series engine aerodynamic design. So look, it's got these really nice patterns in here. All right, so what it says is you got to heat it up slowly, and on low, and just let it work its way through, and then it'll evenly distribute this. Now, the way woks generally work, for the most part, with fire, is that the flames come up the side, and so they keep the temperature all on the whole side. That's why you're stirring it, you're shaking it, you're doing all that fancy stuff, because you're letting the sides participate in the cooking process. And when you lay your food in there, you make sure you lay them on the sides as well. Now, I'm not an expert. I had to research woks, but I've always wanted one. And so when I saw this, I thought, you know what? I'll give it a try. It says you don't need oil to cook with. Now, I'm not sure how true that is. Everybody likes to make boasts like that. But you do need to season it first. So I'm going to season it, and then I'm going to make an attempt to cook shrimp fried rice. And we'll see how that turns out. Okay, so a quick note. It says this is a pan that doesn't really need oil, but they still want you to season it before you cook with it. And so you heat it up, you put some vegetable oil in there, canola oil, whatever you want to do, a couple of tablespoons, and then you let it heat up a little bit, and then you turn it off and you wipe it all out. And you get some good movement with this. As you can see that. So, and the wok does come with a spatula. It's not a bad spatula either, because even though it's supposed to be really tough, they still don't want you to use metal in here. They prefer you use a plastic, rubber, or silicone, wood, but they discourage using metal. All right, back to cooking. So you can see everything's cooking nicely. One of the things you have to get used to, if you're using a wok and an electric stove, like I am, is it takes longer to have the effect, and because you don't got the flames coming up from the sides and stuff, so you're relying on the heat distribution, and that's what this pan's designed for, to help distribute the heat evenly throughout the pan. And so you can do a little, fancy flips and stuff like that. Get that up going. Or to do that and talk on the phone. Anyway, it's got a lot of space. You see how deep it is. Like I said, this is my first time doing on an electric stove, so hope it turns out well. And I'll continue and get back to you. Alright, so now I've made two different versions of fried rice. This is a beef fried rice. The other one I made was a shrimp fried rice. This one cooked faster than the first one because the pan was already ready to go. It turns out pretty well. I could have let my white rice dry out a little bit more before I used it. But I compensated this time and I didn't use as much soy sauce. It looks good, and hopefully the family likes it. But the pan did a good job. I'm going to get further reviews in the comment section. I will be cleaning it out and see how easy it is to clean once we're done with dinner. Hope this helps.
Okay, so here's my new pot wok mornings. I've always been wanting one of these, so this one's really nice, non-stick. I love the texture it has on the side and helps with the cooking and the easy to flip, and the handle is so nice, very easy. And I have a gas stove, so as you can see, it cooks everything very evenly. But it's just well made. This is the spatula that comes with it. And it doesn't scratch. Even with this type of stuff, it don't really scratch the bottom. But with this material, you don't have to worry about it scratching your new pots, which is a key thing. I love that. But everything works really good. I love it. And it's definitely easy to clean. But here's the top here. It has this little hole at the top. That's it. But it's just big enough to be able to let some steam out. But yeah, well made. I love this.
Came with this spatula. It's bigger than I thought. Pretty cool.
We now return to the 42nd Annual Nobel Prize Awards. Here again, your host, Whoopi Goldberg.
Republicans are so stupid.